He's going to be leading off with his Fortress. I'm leading with Rotom Wash. I figured I should just dump the Choice Scarf right off the bat since it would be better than just going for the Volt Switch turn 1. After all, he does have a Gastrodon on, which just switched in on my trick. Now I'm going to go for the safe Hidden Power Grass because I figured he might think I don't have the HP Grass, so he just might Toxic something before switching. But instead he switches in his Ninetales and take the hit and get his Weather up first. I don't want to get hit by an Energy Ball or Solar Beam, so I'm going to switch in my Tyranitar to get rid of his Weather and take whatever he wants to throw at me. So since I am the specially defensive variant, he's actually going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, noticing I have pretty much like all physical attackers. And Rotom Wash obviously doesn't want to stay in with a lower speed and risk getting hit by a grass move. Tyranitar won't be able to do much now that it's burned, so the best move for me to go is go for the Stealth Rock, even though he has a Fortress as his spinner. He's going to switch out his Ninetales and switch in his Infernape, and by looking at his team, I'm thinking Infernape is most likely holding the Choice Scarf, that or his Salamander. I'm obviously going to switch out my Tyranitar because it's an Infernape. I'm switching in Landorus because I know him going for the U-turn or close combat is pretty damn obvious. I see no Life Orb recoil and I calc the damage. There's a high chance that he's Choice Scarf, so now I'm keeping this information in my head throughout the battle as he switches in his Gastrodon. I have no idea why I hard switched instead of going straight to the U-turn, but Rotom Wash would have been on the field in this turn regardless. He's going to go for the Ice Beam trying to hit my Landorus, and Rotom Wash takes the hit easily because it has natural bullet. I was pretty sure that he was going to switch out this turn, seeing as how he's locked into the Ice Beam, and earlier I tried to attack with Gastrodon with the Hidden Power. So that led me to go for the Volt Switch, as he actually stays in and uses the Ice Beam, and of course, he gets the freeze. Now that I'm frozen, he figures he can squeakily switch in his Venusaur, which is exactly what happens here. Here, I use an old 4th gen tactic. I see that I get hit by a Sandstorm, and I get my leftovers recovered first, so I know that I'm actually faster than the Venusaur. And if I manage to thaw out, I can Volt Switch out to something that can easily take a hit, which is exactly what happens here. Now I'm going to switch in my Jirachi, thinking he might go for the Energy Ball, but instead he's actually going to go for the Leech Seed, knowing that this isn't a favorable matchup, and I'm more than likely going to get my Rotom Wash out of the field. Because Leech Seed goes after leftovers, he doesn't see that I have it. So now he's probably thinking I have some like speed investment and might go for the substitute even though I don't have it to avoid Sleep Powder and stuff. That doesn't happen since I'm just going to go for the Body Slam and try to paralyze this thing. So he actually ends up to switching his Fortress, which does end up getting paralyzed. I'm just going to switch out to my Rotom Wash because all his Force could do is use Rapid Spin or set up his own hazards. However, I get a free switch because he gets fully paralyzed, so it's like whatever. Now I'm actually going to make quite an aggressive move. I'm going to predict him switching his Gastrodon, and I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Grass over the Volt Switch. It goes around 75%ish, but it doesn't matter as I'm just going to take him out with another one as he stays in. I figured that he would want to stay in because I could just easily Volt Switch to something else. The Venusaur comes in, and I have no idea what outspeed it because first of all, it's in the sand, not in the sun. And second of all, my Rotom Wash was able to outspeed it earlier. So with this information, I know I can safely go for a Volt Switch and go out to my Jirachi as Sleep Powder. Because I saw the Leech Seed, I'm thinking that he's the substitute variant. So I feel like switching in my Landorus and try going for the Sand Force boosted Earthquake to do a significant amount of damage to this thing would be the ideal play. He's actually going to go for that Leech Seed and sap some of my health. Not much of a big deal. He's going to predict the Earthquake and go out to a Salamence to avoid it. He doesn't have Intimidate, and he's most likely not going to do any double Scarfers on a Sun team. So this mess is most likely going to try and set up or hit me with a strong move. Either way, if he kills me with Outrage, I could simply just go out to my Mammothline and Revenge Killer with an Ice Shard. Staying in with Landorus and going for the Hidden Power Ice would be the ideal play. Now he's going to go out to his Ninetales to get a stun up. Him switching out is super obvious, but I didn't care, and I went straight for the Earthquake hit. He switches in his Fortress. I can just easily switch out or U-turn and go out to something else the following turn. I want to go for the U-turn to pretty much negate the leftover recovery for this turn. I got a critical hit, which is even better. I'm going to switch in my Rotom Wash to get some Voltron action going on and send away my rocks. He's going to switch in his Venusaur as I can just freely go for the Volt Switch as his Gastrodon is out of the picture. And now I'm going to go into my Mammothline because I have the Ice Shard and I can just deal tons of damage to the Venusaur. I'm thinking that an Adamant Max Attacker, Life Orb boosted Ice Shard would be able to take down this Venusaur at this much health, but it survives with minuscule health, and he's going to bring me to minuscule health as well with Giga Drain. And with this amount of health, I only have 2 Life Orb recoils left. He doesn't want to let his Venusaur die just yet, so he's going to switch in his Fortress to take hits and cut a Life Orb Storm. I'm going to stay in with Mammothline because if I switch out, he might decide to set up his hazards as I'm doing so. Therefore, staying with Mammothline, and getting as much damage as I can before I die is the best move. He actually gets paralyzed here. He probably went for the stealth rocks or hazards or whatever. Now I'm going to go out to Rotomoth just so I can get another Volt switch in. He's going to switch in his Venusaur to sponge whatever I could possibly use against him. I'm going to switch in my Scizor with a Volt switch because I can easily take down this Venusaur with a Bullet Punch. There's no way in hell this Venusaur is living this Bullet Punch, so this can finally go away. He's going to switch in his Infernape, and even though it is frail and I am Choice Banded, Bullet Punch won't be able to kill at this range, so I obviously need to switch out. I'm going to go out to my Tyranitar predicting the Flare Blitz, but he predicts that and goes for a close combat, which is obviously going to kill my Tyranitar, even with the Tropical Berry. I'm going to switch in my Landorus, seeing as how I can resurrect the remainder of his team with a couple of Earthquakes, and his Infernape is locked into close combat. He's switching in his Ninetales because my weather-inducing Pokemon is gone, and his Scarf Infernape can just spam Sun-boosted fire moves, most likely Flare Blitz is going to be used. He used Flare Blitz, and because Jirachi has pretty decent HP stat, Infernape is going to take a ton of recoil damage. I'm switching in my Scizor because after he uses Flare Blitz, he's definitely going to die from recoil. It looks like he wants to save his Infernape for later, so he's switching his Fortress to take the incoming Bullet Punch. I'm going to switch out to my Rodent because I can easily knock this Fortress out with a Bullet Punch. And here he just...
Live Shiny Chikorita! Whoa! Live! Holy crap!
I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
Dude, I said in the bathroom that one of us was gonna find a shiny today.
Okay. I did not expect that at all. Hello everybody, Pokemon Keeper 296 here, and I just found a live Shiny Chikorita. This is finally the second Pokemon that I've gotten out of the Johto Starters. I got 3 Totodiles in a row, and now I have a Chikorita. I was watching Project Mosh Pit, Tornado Survives versus Mr. Jam Bad. So there that is. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick picture of it, and I'll be back to you guys in a second. Okay, everybody, I am back, so let's turn up the volume. And the cheating device, as you can see there, that says Nintendo. I'm going to go ahead and remove my rubber band, and it's on a charger, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off.
We both only need Chikorita, or silicone.
Yeah, okay, now let's go ahead and select it. And that actually looks really cool. I never expected to actually get a Chikorita. I forgot to check the other two. Oh well, who cares? Okay.
What are you gonna name it?
Sunblade.
I'm naming Turtle Mom.
Didn't you get that idea from somebody? No. Oh, that's right. Now I remember.
And it's 5 too.
I know.
It's
male. Yes, I want to nickname it Sunblade. Oh man, I know. Get it with that machine. Yes, I'm still recording. Okay, save. It needs to save. Why does it always seem to save? Take longer to save when you find the shiny. Okay. Nature guess.
I'm gonna say parties.
Go with our DJ. I'm gonna say naive.
Wait.
And it's quiet. That is amazing. Quiet is plus special attack minus speed. That's actually pretty good if you ask me. Well, yeah, that's 87.5. My bad. Alrighty.
And 12.5 for.
Yeah, 12.5 for female. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I got this live. Alright, this is the 3rd point for my team, MrShinykeeperFx. This is the 3rd point for the ISHC. I'm on a team with my younger brother, GamerFX30, Mr. Destan. Sorry if I butchered that name. If I did, go ahead and say so. And Shiny Machine HD TV. So I'm just gonna go in here and talk to my mom real quick. Sounds a little difficult. Don't care. Keep going. Come on. Got my Poke Gear. I just need one more tab. Oh man, that was so... that was so unexpected.
What was your reaction?
I'll play back the video for you.
I think it was just like a gasp.
I'll play back the video for you in a second. Hey, guess what, jerk? I have a shiny Chikorita. What do you have? Nothing.
Are you still hunting? Or what? Recording?
Yeah. Professor, I don't have time for this. I need to show off my Chikorita to the world. Professor, I don't have time to give you my number so you can stalk me, okay? I just want to show off my Chikorita. By the way, thank you for the Chikorita. Alrighty. Okay. Here we go.
And that didn't take long at all.
No, not really.
That was just like mine.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Normal Pidgey and shiny Chikorita. Okay, one more battle and then I'll go ahead and cut. Because I can do another battle. Normal Sentret. Shiny Chikorita. No cheating device once again. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Live shiny Chikorita! Ah!